So good morning, everyone. Uh, nice to have you here. So the objective or the topic, whatever we call it, is AI. And AI, how it kind of tend to disrupt the current industry situation. Now, before getting into the disruption, this, that, and all these things, uh, let me ask you a simple question kind of thing. So that, say, the objective of the whole session is to make it interactive. It should not be a monologue. Trust me, that will be very boring for you. If I keep on talking for 15, 20, 30 minutes, I mean, if you allow me, I can talk for the full day. That's not a good problem, but it will be boring for you. So let's make it interactive. So to start with, if I may ask, how many of you have experienced AI some or other way, AI in your day-to-day life, artificial intelligence in day-to-day life, some or other way? Okay, RTG has experience. So how is it?
I think it started with Google Translate.
Hmm?
Then maybe in email when we are writing our this letters or this, it helps us to continue. It shows us what the next word follows. So that is also a type of AI. Maybe those things we experience every day.
Yes, Asadji correctly said Chat GPT is something which many of us or most of us use it. Yes. Also, whenever we go to a website these days, almost any website, something that the usually right bottom corner pops up with different names. So those names, I mean, those are actually, we can say an area where we can interact with the organization, but not with a human, right? Also, another example, I think all of us, we use Swiggy, Zomato, or any of those, apps. Now, trust me, I mean, this is very annoying for me, honestly speaking. Uh, these days, earlier when we had any ordering issue or food delivery issue, after answering few auto questions, it used to connect us to a person, a human being, where we can tell our problem or agony or whatsoever it might be, and that person is, of course, intelligent enough to try to solve it. Now, for last two cases in last couple of months, I could not get or been able to interact with any human, any living human. So all it does, it give us different options and all these things. So net, what I'm trying to say is we all have experienced AI. Some experiences are nice. Some experiences are not so nice. But AI is something which in today's scenario is inevitable. We can't avoid it. Whether we like it or not like it, we'll have to live with it. And this will keep on increasing day by day, the intervention or AI intervention kind of thing. Now, why is it happening? Let's think from a organization perspective. Why is it happening, and what is the outcome, or as an end user or as an employee also, what is the outcome? The first thing is, say for example, if we take the example of Swiggy or any organization per se, whenever uh, a customer or a client tries to interact with the organization, earlier they have a good number of people, human, as customer support, tech support, kind of thing. Now, which has, of course, has a cost. Now, this is through AI. This is one way of saving the cost. The example of Swiggy, what I am giving is, instead of having so many calls, I mean, people in the call center, in their customer support, what they are trying to reduce the number of people, number of human. Is it good or bad? Well, from the organization perspective, it is good, definitely. in terms of organization perspective means the commercial viability of the organization, because they are reducing their cost overhead. If the alternative way through AI or whatever it might be, if the alternative means is good enough to support the customer or the client to meet the need, basically. See, what is happening is here there is one human. Tomorrow, if I replace this fellow, Amit Ganguly, from here and put a bot here. Now, if the bot is good enough to do whatever Amit Ganguly is doing today, that's fine. Or from the organization side, everything is a win-win, because organization is saving money, because Amit Ganguly can work only 8 hours. Amit Ganguly needs some salary to work. Without salary, Amit Ganguly will not work. But the bot will work 24/7. It will not ask for any overtime. It will not ask for salary. And if the quality of the outcome is equal, same, that's fantastic. It's win-win. Everybody is happy. But if the quality of outcome is not same, there might be a little bit here and there which people can adjust, or the end users can adjust perhaps, then fine. But if it is the case of, in a case where there is a outcome level or the customer expectation level, customer satisfaction level is dipping significantly, then there is a major issue, major problem. In the sense, their revenue and finally their existence of the company might come into a question mark. So, what I'm trying to say here is AI intervention is inevitable. Can we say that from tomorrow, nobody will use AI? No, it is not going to happen. Again, whether we like it or not, it is going to be there. And the thing is, it will keep on enhancing or enriching itself. So coming back to the point, if I look from the job market perspective, say, for example, if I am a job aspirant, be it a fresher, be it as a fresher, be it as an experienced person, I want to switch my job. It may so happen that what I am doing today can be replaced by AI, can be taken over by AI. For example, if I am a customer support person, in industry language, we can say L1 customer support person or level 1 customer support person, then definitely there is a lot of lot to be worried about, because for sure, even if it has not happened as on today, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, my job will be taken over by AI. For sure, it is going to happen. If I am at L2, L3, well, in that case, I can still perhaps hold my breath at least for some time. There would be a job cut, but not 100% for sure. Again, if I am a software developer, for example, again, and I am developing, or my skill, technical skill, software skill is traditional technologies. For example, be it .NET, be it Java, that is full stack or non-stack development, or any of those, or maybe I am a tester, right? Those cases also, I'm not saying that the job opportunity will become zero in that area. There will be job opportunity, but it will go down. Now, why is it so? Excuse me a second. Why is that so? Will AI start developing or writing code? Not directly, but even forget about AI actually. I always love to give an example. Long back, maybe I personally have used it when 20 or 25 years back. I don't remember exactly when. There was a software called Rational Rose. What it used to do is, if you feed the that application the UML diagram, that is the logic of the program, through a diagram, through a predefined set of forms, It has the ability to write the skeleton code. Today, if you are familiar with, say, for example, WordPress, various different components of WordPress, be it WordPress forms or whatever, anything, any of those. To develop a basic or maybe even not very complex, but fairly decent website, do we really need to write a single line of code? Not really. So that concept it is called low code, no code. But what I'm trying to say is technical, I mean, the IT space, IT development space is ever evolving. So if I think today that I know this technology very well, I'm master of this technology, and I have honed this mastery for over, say, last 10-15 years. I have nurtured myself and gone into that space. And I will not move out from this technology. That could be a dangerous situation, because if tomorrow the whole technology dies, in that case, what will I do? Again, I will give an example, live example, in the technical space. Even say 15 years back or 15 years, 15, 18 years back, mainframe technologies were considered as a very hot technology, meaning a lot of demand, supply was less. So the employees, people who are having those skills, used to be blue-eyed boys or girls in the organization. And many of the organization, they used to give hot skill bonus, which is over and above their regular salary. Very soon, the entire mainframe technology demand has diminished, became practically zero. Because of various different reasons, the organizations have moved out from mainframe and to a different platform. There may be a mainframe system still running on the legacy system, but all the new age development and everything is happening on a different platform, different system. So people who are having those DB2 skills on DB2, COBOL, 6, and all these things, CICS, and all these things, who used to earn those hot skill bonus, have nothing to do. So if they have not learned something new, something different, which is in line with the market demand, in that case, well, they will be losing their job. So the same applies for AI also. So I started this section stating that if I am a full stack developer or a man stack developer or a tester, in that case, there is a risk. Not 100% people who are doing the development using these technologies will lose their job. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to, scare people. But the reality is the opening for these technology jobs will go down. So if I am a developer who is very good in these technologies, what should I do? Should I still try to hold my skill? And this is my skill. I can't leave that. This is mine. I am very possessive about the skill, holding this skill or having this skill. If I do that, in that case, I will be in trouble. So ideally, what should I do is I should move from these skills to AI related skill. Now, if you open newspaper, if you see in LinkedIn also, a lot of people are crying that big AI is killing our jobs. If I am a developer, if I say that AI is killing my job, I am very sorry. You might find this statement quite harsh, but I'm not fit to be in the IT industry. Because in IT industry, we have to be agile. We have to know, we have to be practical and keep on changing our skill based on the market scenario. Now, if I don't do that, in that case, the problem doesn't lie with the industry. The problem lies with me. I am not upskilling. I am not reskilling myself. I am not staying industry relevant. If I'm not industry relevant, and if I expect my companies to carry me on their shoulder forever, not going to happen for sure. So what should I learn? Something like, say, prompt engineering, sentiment analysis. These kind of areas are, or the technologies are the technology of the future. It will definitely be there, and keep on, the demand, the requirement will keep on increasing day by day. One more interesting thing is, a couple of months back, this has been told by one of my known person, a young lad, uh, young computer science engineer, passed out recently, and trying to get the job. Unfortunately, he has not secured the job to campus. So he is trying to go or give interview to different organizations. There was a requirement or opening for full stack developer, and he got trained. He got trained in full stack development. There was an opening for full stack developer, two openings. But after reaching in the interview, and it was a walk-in interview in person, not virtual. So after reaching there, he found that there are at least 10 people who have 3 to 4 years of experience in the industry. And why they are here? Because the salary which the company is offering, which is kind of in line with the fresher salary, these folks were getting higher salary, higher package earlier. But because of the technology shift, they have lost their job. They have not upgraded. They are those kind of people who says, no, no, full stack development is very close to my heart. I will not allow it to go. So as a result, they have applied for a fresher job with a lower salary because they have lost their job. Now, think of a fresher. Will he get the job? May not be. May not be. From the organization perspective, if I recruit a fresher, I will have to train that person at least on the project aspect and all these things. Vis-a-vis, if I get a person with 3 years of experience, I don't have to train them, right? That person will be, I will say, project ready immediately, kind of. So for me, I'm not spending any extra, I'm not burning extra dollar for that resource, but I'm getting that person, or that person becoming productive immediately vis-a-vis a fresher. So which means, again, the job scenario for fresher is not good on the traditional technology. So it's a time. If I learn this new age technology, which is the future, let's get into that. Now, if I am, maybe, or maybe if we talk about the technologies or the areas which will be there, uh, which AI, at least in next 3 to 5 years, AI will not be able to take over. Say technical project manager, product manager, uh, agile related people, that is Scrum Master, Safe Agilist practitioner, those kind of people, those kind of skill set. Technical architect, solution architect, cyber security consultants. I'm not saying the basic level who work on the cyber security. Those can be taken over by AI. But cyber security consultancy, those things cannot be taken over by. So those are the safe job. On the non-technical area, non-technology area, which are the safe job? Wherever human brain is more powerful than AI. In other words, okay, okay. Sorry, I should have asked, but I forgot to ask. How many of you a kind of techie, means on the IT software background? How many of you are from IT software background? Okay, Arshad ji says no. Uh, Lost someone. Okay, Mr. Raja said yes, he is from IT background, software background. All right. So, uh, the reason I have asked is, so far, I mean, recently, I mean, last 5-7 minutes, what I have talked about is a pure software related areas. Now, think of a person who is into, say, tech support, basic tech support, again, L1 tech support, L1 customer support, those areas, which are the considered as the most risky job profiles predominantly. So what should I do in those cases? Either I should adopt to move to the next level, L2 or L3, where I'll be able to survive, right? But before going there, let me, in a very uh, layman language, if I may explain what does AI do and how it works. See, AI is predominantly, in most of the cases so far at least, it works on a huge set of data, predefined data, and that data is something which keeps on adding. So nobody, I mean, the whole system is kind of automated so that the data feed, new information, whatever new information comes in, it adopt. And also, along with that, it has the ability to query and get the answer, possible answers quickly. And with the set of answers, you choose whichever is best. And then that algorithm ultimately works to get the next set of options and then next set of options. So help the end person, end user to reach to their conclusion. Is that the way our brain also doesn't work? Most of the cases, leave that emotional, sentimental part, right? Leave those soft skill area part. But when we take a decision, again, I am not saying that emotional part. Huh? So when we take the decision, take any decision, we take the decision based on what? Based on information that we have, right? Again, a very simple thing. Suppose I am supposed to cross a road, busy road, anywhere, wherever you live, lot of traffic. Unfortunately, there is no underpass or no skywalk, no traffic signal also, where vehicle will stop and in the through zebra crossing I will cross. Those options are not there. So somehow I will have to manage, see the traffic flow, and then take a decision to run, walk, or crawl to cross the road. So how do we take the decision? Our eyes first capture the vehicle's movement, and also it captures the speed. Then our brain tries to process if this vehicle or this set of vehicles comes at XYZ set of speed, and at current location is say M, how long it may take to reach me and hit me if I stand middle of the road. So based on that, it does a judgment that can I safely cross the road or not. And again, I am not talking about those rock stars or those people who tries to jump and try to put themselves squeeze in between the vehicle. Not those guys. Huh? I am talking about normal, sensible people. So now think, can't AI do that? Of course it can. So these kind of things, if my job involves only these type of work, this type of decision making, this type of work, then my job will be at risk. So what should I do? I should get into somewhere which is not purely data or information driven, where some sentiment, psychological factors are also there. Understanding people, understanding his or her. Say, for example, give the response based on is your customer angry or not angry, based on that, right? But let me warn you, tomorrow Many of those kind of work also taken over or can be taken over by AI through sentiment analysis. AI has a component, I told you, right? Sentiment analysis, which is something which is prompt engineering is there for last few years. Sentiment analysis is growing like anything. The job of that section is to gauge the person's mood and then respond accordingly. How it can gauge? It could be voice, through voice. It could be through the options they are selecting. It could be the words they are typing. It could be, if it is a video option is there, it could be analyzing my face, my reaction. Every part. Normally, so the system is being fed with the data. Normally, when a person becomes angry, what all things it can happen while typing, while speaking, while speaking through a video call, all this. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, these jobs are at present not at high risk, but tomorrow we don't know. So try to do something where uh, emotions is very important, very critical. AI, at least in the next 5 years, AI will not reach to that level at least. Okay, so I have spoken a lot as usual. Questions, please. Questions or thoughts? You can unmute, you can type in the chat, wherever, whatever way you are comfortable. No one is saying, then Artiji, if you have anything in your mind.
No, thank you so much, Amit. It was very educative and good, yeah, a lot of information. So thank you very much. Uh,
I think
so
we
that
had
means
one question.
question, yeah. Questions mean nothing is coming to my mind as yet now. Let me see if I have something. Divya, you want to ask something?
Not really, Amit. I was just listening.
All
Because
right.
this is a sure fact, right, of what we are going to be facing. So the answers are obvious, I would say. So that's why I didn't have anything specific, Amit. But thank you for the session.
And no problem. So things are obvious, but uh, what I'm trying to say is nobody is. It's not that we have been pushed to the water, deep sea or deep water. Um, Indirectly, yes, but with some options in hand. So all we need to do, we need to figure out the right option which is most apt or most appropriate for me, and go with that option so that I still remain afloat. I still can survive. Yes, Sanjay
Amitji,
has a question. What can a person do for their online job? Sanjay, it has nothing to do with online or offline. The point is, uh, so online job also means what, say, for example, if it is, um, if it requires some actual human intervention, in that case, whether online or offline, it is safe. But if it is purely data driven, based on the set of data, uh, various different scenarios, what should we answer kind of thing, in that case, there is a problem. I mean, that's what I was telling, right? When usually many of times in the customer support, what they do is they have a set of questions and the ideal answers, the scenarios and the ideal answers. So what they do is they just tell that. So that's why many of times you will observe that whether if the hardest way you try to explain them that Baba, this is my problem, but they kept on getting into the same loop. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is. And they don't know how to come out of that loop. So yeah, those cases, AI is a better way. Okay, so Ashadji says that how and where does one person one educate or train oneself for AI era, especially those who are advanced stage of their career. So Asad ji, it depends on your position, your profile. Say for example, if someone is more into people management, you have a team, you are managing a team. So in that case, at least next 5-7 years, we are not coming to say Terminator movie kind of scenario where robots will take over human being and they will start managing people. No, that is not going to happen. That is for sure. So any person whose primary or predominant job is to manage people, understand them, and deal with them, deal with human, not with robots. They are fine. That's it. Robot will, AI will not take over at least those jobs. But yes, in the other way, your team size may reduce. Say, for example, if you are, say, group manager in a customer support system, in that case, your customer support associate, number of customer support associates you are managing may reduce. As a result, if there are 10 managers, tomorrow it might be 2 managers. That risk or that possibility is there if you are part of that industry. Okay, so Sanjay ji is saying purely for offline job only. Yes, offline job also. So it is not purely on the online or offline. Sorry, I could not understand the question perhaps. It has nothing to do with the online or offline. The point is if my response or if the expected response is purely based on some hard facts, without any emotional quotient or emotional attachment kind of thing, without trying to understand the other person directly, or their well-being, his or her well-being, in that case, it may take over by AI. But if it is a hardcore development job, be it online, be it offline, if I move to the new age technology, then fine, then we are safe. So Asad ji, does it answer your question? The earlier part, people manager or those areas, people who are into that job. Okay, slightly tangent. Okay. Our engineering or technical education colleges to train youngsters. That's a very good question. That's a very good question, Asad ji. Most of the engineering colleges, they claim that they are teaching AI. Now, when we are talking about teaching AI, there are two aspects. One is, of course, teaching those technology or the base languages. Second is the implementation. Now, since AI is comparatively new in the market, in the traditional technology, what used to happen for the engineering colleges once a fresher comes out, even during their internship, they many of them, not all, many of them get a flavor of working in the software industry, if I'm talking about the software part. And then over a period of time, they join somewhere, and then initially there is something called shadow period, and then they get into the job, get into the floor, actual client facing or the customer facing areas where they're good by them. Now, AI, they may not have those many interventions, may not be possible. So the gap is, yes, colleges at many of the colleges, they are teaching the subject. Unfortunately, what happens is many of cases, the professors, they themselves are not well equipped. They have only bookish knowledge about the AI or Googling knowledge, bookish and Googling knowledge. So if that is the case, again, the education is incomplete. What actually colleges need is they should invest something to set up a lab or a proper AI training, which is associated with the on-the-job kind of experience, or real case study, real use cases, not the imaginary use cases, real use cases, right? Sanjay ji put a very important point. Microsoft, Google, IBM, they are pushing out a lot of courses in collaboration with the educational institute. Yes. So those courses are much better, way better, because they are associated with the industry. Uh, so, I mean,
Oh,
again,
Amitji,
huh, tell me.
why this I posed this question was couple of years back. I was in one of the universities and with a team of teachers from engineering college,
Right.
and I asked this question. The response was that most of the future education will be over Google. So I said, will we close down all our engineering colleges and let everyone go through Google? I mean, unless the faculty is trained, unless the faculty is equipped, how do we train our youngsters then?
Absolutely, Asadji. I completely with you. Uh, the unfortunate fact, many of cases, I'm not saying all the educational institute, some of the institutes, at least some of the private colleges. See, government colleges, they have a different challenge. Their entire policy system many of times is very complicated. As a result, it takes a lot of time to make the changes to happen. But for private engineering colleges, it is unfortunate those who think that college is something where student will come, whether they get a job in line with their education or not. मेरा क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I don't care, kind of. We don't care, right? If that is the attitude of the owner of the college or the trustees or the people who has that money, basically, if that is the mindset, then I am sorry, I don't have anything else to say. All I can say is unfortunate. But yes, see, Googling cannot be a college. And as you correctly said, the faculties, the professors, the lecturers, they need to equip, they need to understand where it is going. And the college need to encourage them to go there. Now, if the college says that there are two-way street. So one side is college needs to encourage, and the lecturers also should understand or should feel that it's not another task put on my shoulder, kind of thing. It should be on their own interest also. That again, if you have watched Three Idiot is one of my most favorite movie. So पढ़ाते कैसे हैं और चलो आज कुछ नया कुछ सीखते हैं. Let's learn something new. So that interest level, that inquisitiveness, if it is not there, then there is a problem. Artiji, you have raised hand long back. Sorry.
No, what I wanted to tell is now IBM means a lot of this in as Sanjay told, IBM, Google, and all, they are introducing. They're trying to fill the gap between the university, which they are very good in this academia, but the industry expects something else. So this IBM courses and all, which we are also trying to introduce to universities, they are trying to fill that gap.
Absolutely.
They are making the students more skill trained, and they are these even companies and all come to the universities, train these students. So now students are more industry ready. So this is what they are, all these they are trying to fill that gap between the.
Artiji, I hope that IBM expands itself beyond Hyderabad and Bengaluru, and it reaches to tier 3 and tier 3 cities. Maybe through some companies based there. I mean, they may not have their set up directly, but there are certain organizations, there are certain engineering colleges in all small towns, and if they're
remote areas,
them, because not everybody can get in touch with IBM. I mean, what percentage of engineers would
no,
get
we have no, actually we have tried to talk to a lot of vice chancellors and all of them are interested. Only thing is there are certain things that are tied up, so it's difficult, it's not so easy.
Difficult, yes. No doubt.
Absolutely. So Artiji, I think there was another question. already posted from the gentleman who was very interactive last time. Archana.
Yeah, Mr. Zaid. Yeah. What was the question actually?
So while Artiji is getting the question for Asadji, one more thing is IBM is trying to reach out to all the colleges, a huge set of colleges across India. But unfortunately, many of times, I mean, I know I have few friends in IBM who are into this work. So what it seems that some of the colleges are saying that scenario I have told. ठीक है, students are anyway coming, they are paying us. What is happening after that, भाड़ में जाए, kind of. So if that is the attitude,
What has happened? Amit, what has happened is Archana has not put the question. She has put it that Ziad wanted to know something, but I think she has missed that question is not there in the group.
Okay, no,
The question
no,
is,
group is not there.
yeah.
WhatsApp group, it is not there. WhatsApp group.
Yeah, it is not there.
Correct.
So maybe we can answer it afterwards
After,
when she
offline.
puts it.
Offline, sure.
We can send it in the group afterwards.
Sure. Yes, Sanjay. So a few years ago, courses like Big Data, Hadoop, Business Analytics, and were offered, and all these things. Now, Big Data, perhaps, I mean, my understanding is Big Data will still be there, because one fundamental area of AI to work is huge set of data, and managing that data, some people will be required, but AI itself can manage a part of it, but not beyond that. So exactly. So clustering and all these things, yes, require human intervention, but just putting the data and running query on the data and all these things, that's AI is capable. I mean, the AI algorithms. AI means the way I'm talking, perhaps it seems that AI is a human. I mean, the AI is a robot, physical thing which comes, move, and all this. It's not. It's an algorithm. It's another program, a little more intelligent. And the best AI programs are those programs which has the ability to do the self-learning, which means today it is not there. It can intimate the respective person, either first to search and try to get that information. If it is not available, intimate the right human saying that I am getting a lot of queries on this line, but that answer is not there. So can you feed some info to me? So self-learning kind of thing. So yeah, that is also one best part of AI. So these are the areas where there are a lot of job opportunities. Lot of, I mean, if someone says that AI is only killing the job, it's not. But yes. Elon Musk, I sometimes feel that he is very, very innovative. Definitely, there is no second thought about it. But other than the innovation, his human touch is pretty bad. I mean, from that aspect, he is kind of a robot only.
Well said. Well said.
So his human touch is very, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, because of that, I respect his brain basically, not him as a person, not as a human. If I get an opportunity to replace his knowledge and the innovation part, extract from his brain and put into maybe Ratan Tata's brain, I'll be more than happy to do that. All right. Any other question? Anything else before we close?
Thanks a lot, Amit. Actually, sorry, I'm off camera. It's just that I was on a very bouncy auto rickshaw ride, which is why my hand was shaking all over the place. But thanks for the very
No problem.
nice talk. Take care. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so if there is no other question, we can, I think, close the session. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your time and attending. Thank you.
Thanks,
sir.
Mr. Ganguly. Very
Thank
nice
you.
session, I must say. Very informative. Very informative.
Thank you, Asanji. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mr.
Amit.
Asanji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rajiv Kumar. Thank you, Divya, and thank you, Sanjay. So, Amit,
Thank
it was
you,
a very
everyone.
interesting and nice session. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Thanks, everyone. Have a
good
nice
day.
day.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
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 All the best. See you
Thank you.
soon. Bye
Yes,
bye.
sure. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.